Alrighty, what's up guys? Another day, another sneaker pickup, and this is a sneaker pickup that I've been wanting for a really long time. I actually just unboxed them. They came from eBay using their authenticity guarantee, which I'll talk about in a little bit, but figured we could just crack right into the sneakers. I don't have any notes here or anything, so this is really all gonna be off the top of the dome. So if you check out the size tag, they're an Air Jordan 1 Retro High OG in a colorway of white, black, and Volt. So retail price of 170 USD. Got them in my true size 9.5 US. So opening them up, got the authenticity card from eBay. I already laced this sneaker up, but here they are, the Volt Gold Air Jordan 1s, a sneaker that I've wanted for a really long time, shockingly enough. You got the other shoe, and with it comes the extra set of black laces, along with the eBay tag. So actually, let me grab my phone over here to the side. If you use an NFC enabled device, if you hold your phone right to the top of it, it should pull up the receipt. So within here, it just gives you authenticity date, authorized by who, which is SneakerCon, the service they're using to authenticate, and then just some historical sales data. So super cool. I've been using eBay a lot in their authenticity guarantee since they launched it. A bunch of pros and cons to it. I might make a video on it, so definitely stay tuned on that. So getting back to the sneakers themselves, they released in January of 2021. I believe it was actually the first Air Jordan 1 to drop this year. And I'm not gonna lie, I was pretty confident that I was gonna be able to get these just given the colorway and sort of the hype behind them. I don't think people were really feeling them. Fast forward a few months, it's May 22nd. It took up until now for me to get them. That's just the sneaker climate we're in right now. Any sort of Air Jordan 1 is flying off shelves, even in a colorway that a lot of people aren't really messing with. But personally, I always knew I wanted to go back and grab this pair just because I actually did really like the odd material usage and color blocking throughout. I think it's perfect for these upcoming summer months. So I figured we could break down the sneaker a little further. So at the mid panel and the toe are a white leather, and then contrasting that, you get a black leather. So you get the Nike swoosh in a black leather around the toe box, as well as the leather going up the eye stay. So the leather actually feels really nice in hand. I think for the retail price of $170, you get what you pay for. It's definitely a step up from the leather on the lower retail price Air Jordan 1 mids and lows. And then the leather up top at the ankle collar is in the Volt, so hence Volt Gold that these are dubbed as. Again, the feel of both leathers are very nice compared to the white and black, pretty much the same leather used throughout. What's unique about this pair are the few subtle details that have been changed. So I guess while we just talked about the Volt part, right here at the ankle collar, it's actually detachable. Don't know why I'm showing it with you guys laced up. Best way to show it is right here, it being unlaced. So if you check out that ankle collar, it's sort of connected while also being disconnected in a sense. Very similar to Nike Dunk Highs, how the material just flaps up top. And then underneath that as well is this sort of exposed foam. So initially, a lot of people didn't even know about this detail. You know, you couldn't really tell in images. But in hand, you could definitely see the exposed foam here. Unlike any sort of Air Jordan 1 we've seen in the past, this has never been done before. I think it's an interesting look. I'm interested to see how it'll attract dirt, you know, when you're like putting your hands on it and sort of just walking around. I wonder if it'll absorb any dirt. I feel like it will, so that's kind of a bummer. So another wacky detail can be found at the tongue. So the tongue itself is in this sail color, which I'm surprised they don't have the sail color on the box label, but it's in the sail color and it's a deconstructed tongue. So it's very similar to like the Tokyo Biohacks that I recently picked up. That too has an exposed foam. And then additionally, the size tag is flipped inside out. I'm not sure why they did this, but it seems that this is what they rolled with when creating this Volt Gold pair. So the Nike Air that's typically found at the outside of the tongue is on the inside, and then all that text that's usually found on the inside is flipped inside out. To me, I'm very indifferent about it. Pretty much, I lace them all the way up to that second to last lace hole, so the laces cover it up. I guess while we're at the tongue, these come unlaced in a sail or a cream lace, which has been quite the trend lately. And then they also come, again, with that extra set of black. Definitely in these summer months, I'm rolling with this off-white cream lace. I think it's just such a good look on really any sneaker. To match those laces, you could find the rubber outsole in a very similar sail color. Again, very confused why sail wasn't included on the box label, just because there's so much of it on the sneaker, but it is what it is. And then at the outsole, you get your standard black Air Jordan 1 outsole. I didn't cover the inside, but you get a black inner liner with a white insole, and then on that insole is Nike Air stamped in that Volt color. As for comfort, you guys know how it is with Air Jordan 1s. They're definitely not the most comfortable. People forget that this is a lifestyle retro wear, so you can't expect any earth-shattering or groundbreaking technology to be in these. For what they are, they're decent. Wouldn't mind having them on my feet all day, but at the end of the day, I know my forefoot and my toes will be hurting. As far as sizing goes, if you guys don't have a pair of Air Jordan 1s, definitely recommend going true to size. It never really fails with Air Jordan 1s. And from a wearability standpoint, depending on how you wear your clothes, definitely recommend going more neutral up top and then just letting the brightness of these shoes do the talking. I probably won't get a lot of wear out of these in the winter time just because I do think the brighter colors are just so summer focused for me. You know, all of these contrast stitches and stuff like that, and even just the lining of black around really separates this Jordan 1 from anything more recent, in my opinion, when it comes to flashiness or boldness. But yeah, I mentioned back in January, I tried pretty hard to get these, didn't get them. Missed out on the few restocks whenever they'd pop up, which is also a bummer. So I think my mentality going into finding these was that if I was able to find them for a good price, and to me a good price is sub $200, I was ready to pull the trigger. And up until this point, it took forever for me to find them at that sub $200 price point, but I got them using eBay's authenticity guarantee. And I was working with one seller in particular who was down to take these for $192.50 plus free shipping. If I bought something else, which is actually outside right now, I gotta go pick them up. But essentially, I did a little bulk deal meaning 2 pairs at a discounted rate. So anything sub $200 for these, I think is a good price, especially since resale prices have been hovering around like $215 and $240 over the last few months. I think as time goes on, people are gonna realize that they slept on them, and then at that point, the supply is gonna be really low. So I think people that are looking to buy these on the resale market, I think they'll pay a pretty penny. Again, if you're able to grab them in that sort of low $200 range, I think it's definitely worth it. I know it's a real love it or hate it sneaker for most, so definitely let me know what you think about these in the comment section below. Is this a pair you're rocking with, or is it something you're passing on and using that money on a different Air Jordan 1? Love to read about in the comments. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at StuffDylanLikes. I'm sharing sneaker pickups like this one well before these YouTube videos. If you want to stay up to date, definitely reach me over there. Also, be sure to do all the usual stuff. Like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. That's it for this video, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.